I am here, right? So I am back with the Serious Mode podcast. I have taken a break, but I needed it. So I took my break. I got my head together. I got my bank account straight. I got my businesses in order. And now I'm back to talk my shit. And I'm here to take a stand for a few different things. So my guest today, all right, so these young ladies are some very talented individuals. They are dancers. They have performed for hip-hop artists. They have performed for singers. They've toured. They've hit big stage. One of the dancers actually is a former Cavaliers dancer, so she's been on major platforms doing her thing. But most recently, they have become the topic of a lot of stuff, right? So it gets a little messy, but I'm not here for the mess. But we are going to allow them to introduce themselves. So we're going to start with you. So let's tell everybody your name.
What's up, y'all? I am Shine with 2 eyes.
Okay.
And I'm Raven, but everybody call me Rayana.
Okay. And together you ladies are?
The Hitta
Girls.
Okay, right? So we got the Hitta Girls in the building. And we just about to get into some conversation. We're not really here to break nobody down, but my girls got something to say. And so a lot of people hit me up and suggested that I get them on the show. So of course I did my homework, because you got to be worth some shit to come on my show. So the stats were legit, and I think that there will be credible people to come here and tell their story. So we here to talk, ladies. Okay,
Let's get to it.
We here to talk. So first I want to start off by introducing how this whole collab came together. So where did you ladies start?
I started dancing since I was a kid.
Okay.
And I met Raven when she was 12.
Okay.
Right, I was a little nigga.
And it was actually more of us. We were called J1E, Jealous Ones Envy.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
about 8 of us. I don't know. Yeah, it was a lot of us.
So
Okay.
we were young when we actually met each other.
Right.
Okay.
And we used to do all the festivals around Cleveland, like Buckeye, Glenville, I'm talking about any festival you could think of. Name it. We was on it. We won all type of stuff.
Okay.
But then, as we got a little older, we kind of wanted to expand a little bit. So we ended up trying out for America's Best Dance Crew.
Okay.
We actually tried out 2 years in a row.
Yes.
Yeah,
How did that go for you all?
So it was, trust me, it was a lot of competition.
It was a lot. It was that's around with the Jabberwocky.
Yeah, so the Jabberwockies
I
was
believe
there
it was
that year.
what was the one Fanny Pack?
It was a lot of dancers.
It was a lot. So it was
there.
a lot of
But it still was a good networking experience for us,
Okay.
because, just being on that platform, we still got a lot of, experience out of it.
I mean, we were 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
We literally drove from Cleveland, then we stopped at Tennessee, paid somebody else to
Yeah, it
drive.
was an
We drove
adventure.
to Atlanta. We were 17,
Yeah.
18 years old.
Right. So then after that, my sister was signed with Bad Boy. She was the first lady of Bad Boy. Her name is Sherry Dennis.
Okay, I know
So
Sherry.
yeah, so when she got signed, of course we were her dancers.
Okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when she first started, we was immediately traveling, doing stuff.
Okay.
We did a lot of shows, opening up for certain artists. I know
MGK is one of
MGK, of course, because he got signed too.
Talk about it, y'all. I want to know what y'all
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
opened up. We
Let's-
danced.
y'all call
We
it.
opened up.
Yeah, we opened up for MGK. I don't even know what year that was. What
We
year
were
was it?
8. I know I was 18.
I was always the youngest. I was the baby, so
Okay.
I just was the but I trust me, I still had my own platform. I was
Okay.
young.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think we had a hair show we did with Sherry
In Atlanta.
in Atlanta.
Okay.
And in Cleveland, so they were doing that one. But then
it was me and the twins. Their name Andrew and Aaron.
Okay.
yeah.
And they were the choreographers.
Yeah, they were like our
They're
captains.
brothers. They're
Yeah.
twins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they used to make up the dance, and we'd add on to stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So us 3 is the oldest. So I'm one of the oldest.
Yeah.
So Raven and Stacia really couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
So
Stacia, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Sta-
that's my sister,
her
but
name.
she wanted
Shout
to
out
hit
to
the girls
Stacia
too.
P.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she wanted to hit the girls, but she's stationed in Atlanta, so
So she moved to ATL.
yeah, she got up out of here. That's all I was
She
telling
actually,
you. Y'all kind of accolade.
She works for Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Say that then.
So
Yeah.
she's doing her
So
own
she didn't just
thing.
leave y'all. She just went.
She
Well,
went
you
to
know.
for her thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you're like, nah, I'm not even mad that you left us.
That's
Like,
all
I'm
I'm
not.
saying. So
Go ahead.
yeah, but she does come back and forth to Cleveland.
Okay.
She was with us when we, started dancing for other other artists in Cleveland.
Okay, so let's talk about that part of it, right? So,
Okay.
So where did you go when? So it was 3 of you. So you was in that dance group. You said it was a lot of y'all, and then you shifted over to.
Yeah, and then we shifted, and then it was more so everybody started separating. So it was just honestly, it was me, Aisha, and then my sister Stacia.
Okay.
So then we all came together as a unit. We started dancing for an artist from Cleveland. His name is Tra V.
Shout out to Tra V The Shoota.
Tra V. You know, he a top dog. He worked with Amigos. He worked with Soulja Boy. He literally like is collab with Soulja Boy right now. So when we like end up collabing with him, like he instantly
he actually put us on.
He put us on.
He actually, as far as so we did all we did our thing when we was younger. Then I ended up having kids, so I stopped dancing for almost about 10 years.
Right.
Oh,
I kept
4 years ago we got back together.
Right.
Okay.
That's with the 3 Hitta Girls.
Yeah.
We were Shoota Girls first. We was Tra V Shoota Girls.
Okay,
Right.
so let's talk about that for a second, right?
Okay.
Let's stay right there. Okay, so you in an 8-person group, and then you said you took a break at that
Yeah.
point. Is that when you took the break
Yes.
after that? Okay, and then when you got back together, it was just you, Raven, and your
Stacia.
sister.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and so y'all doing y'all thing.
Yes.
Doing
Right.
our thing. Yeah.
And then now Tra V comes and say, "Hey, I
Yeah.
want y'all to dance for me."
Yes.
There we go.
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So at that point, prior to Tra V, did you all have a name for your group at that time?
No, we was
we all
dancing.
kind of doing our own thing. You know, my sister Stacia
Okay.
sings. I was a cheerleader. You
Okay.
know, I did Monsters, Gladiators, Cavs. I did all
Talk
that.
it.
I was there
Okay.
when we won the championship. So that
Talk
was that was my little
Yeah.
journey.
We're gonna sip to that. Can
Yeah,
we sip to that?
Let's sit to that.
And
Right,
then she is a clothing designer, so it's like we all kind of was like spread up doing our own thing. But then we had that moment we was like, look, we gonna have to do this again because we really was on a high rise when we was younger, but it was like
Okay.
everybody was going their separate ways because we was becoming from teenagers and stuff to adults.
Yeah.
So it was
It's
a
just shit.
transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once we started getting back together, that's when we decided that us 3 were gonna do our own thing.
Okay, so the 3 of you together don't have a name. Y'all just dancing.
No, we didn't even have a name.
We didn't even
yet.
have a name. We just
we was just
we
started
got
to
back together. We did that. The video is still on my page.
What?
When we was in the army for T-Pans in the hills.
Oh yes, so we did a video, like our outcoming video with Drico Lamar. He shot us
So just as dancers.
just as dancers,
Okay.
And then honestly, as soon as we put that video out, that's when we connected with Tra V. He had an image of girls, in a ski mask, but it was like
On
a
his cover.
Yeah, it was like on his cover, but
Okay.
we seen it and we was like, this is crazy. It's
This is
3
crazy.
of them.
Three
It's
of them.
3 of
Okay.
us. So they had the Chanel ski mask on.
Okay.
So we told him, but look, Tra V never had any dancers before
Okay.
with the ski mask. We just told him
we
like
told him we wanted to do
we
it.
were like, we're gonna do this.
Okay.
He
See
was
the-
like, cool.
he liked the idea.
All right, so boom. So artwork just on the internet. You just happened to see it and y'all
Yes.
thought it was dope.
We
Is that
thought it
kind
was
of how
dope.
it
It
went?
was dope.
Yes.
Okay.
But remember, they had the ski mask on.
in his music video, but they weren't dancers.
They weren't dancers, but Stacia came up with the Chanel.
She did. Oh,
And
they
the
didn't have.
teardrop.
They didn't have the ski
They
mask.
just
on
had the
them?
ski mask
Oh,
on. And it was on the
he
drop
put
top.
it. He put us on the thing after we danced. Okay,
Yeah, that's when we
so-
became
Okay.
cartoon characters.
Okay.
So we was actually in her apartment, and we were trying to win Summer Jam 2019.
Yeah.
So we was coming up. So me and Stacia we should do the mask.
Yeah, we think about it. We
So
like,
we,
that'd
I'm
be
like,
hard.
I'm like, I wonder how Tra V would feel about it.
So are you already about to? So you already know that you're performing with him.
Yes.
We was actually practicing. We had
Okay.
rehearsal.
So he said, "Hey, I got a show. I'm trying to win this competition.
We
I
made
want
up
y'all
the
to be
chor-
my
yeah,
dancers."
we
He
made
just
up
wanted
the
us as
choral.
dancers.
Okay.
But then we came up with the idea like, no.
Let's bring it to life. He didn't even think of the mask. He just had a album cover, and he is him, and he got girls, and they had ski masks on, and
Okay.
they was in
It was just
bikini
like
tops.
sexy.
They
Yeah,
was
it was
just
just
cute.
sexy,
So we came up with the choreo. We had practice one day, and we was getting ready for the show.
Okay.
And I was like, I was like, Stacia, I got an idea. I don't know if it's corny or not, but
Right.
she like, what? I'm like, what if we dance with the mask on?
Right.
She's like, what? I'm like, a ski mask.
Yeah.
I'm like, so we was kind of scared. So
We
we
was
like,
scared to ask Trey.
we was scared.
Yeah.
So we like, Stacia was like, we were thinking about dancing with the mask. He was leaving out the door. He like,
Oh, that's
no,
raw.
that's dope.
You like, that's
dope.
raw, yeah.
She like, oh, he like, make sure y'all put something on the mask.
Right.
So Stacia came up with the Chanel symbol.
She
It's
got
on
it
the
made and
forehead,
everything.
a teardrop, and it was a cross.
Okay.
And we just-
These are dependents that's on your mask
Yeah,
at the
man.
time.
On the-
Okay.
And we
Yeah.
took off.
Okay.
So we did that show. Go ahead.
So that show, right? So
Yes.
I hear you saying put a song, took off, right?
Right.
So I want to hang on to that for a second because that's important, right?
Okay.
The one thing we want to do here is pay homage to those who put us in position to win.
You so right.
Sure, for
Okay,
sure.
so hey, I got a show. I'm competing. He obviously see you girls dancing on the internet, so he
Yes.
like your style. So he
Yes.
like, hey, can y'all come dance with me for this show?
Right.
You ladies say yes. You get together, y'all come up with the idea. You know, his artwork gave you the idea to just incorporate it to physical.
Right.
Your sister came up with the pendant, and now you ladies are now
Thank you.
We all Shoota Girls.
Shoota Girls.
We
Shoota Girls,
We were
yes.
Shoota Girls.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We
So-
told him what we was gonna be. He liked it. He was already the shoot. We said the Shoota Girls.
So we are
Okay.
Shoota Girls.
Okay. So
And it was only, the Shoota Girls was only for him.
yes.
Okay.
Mine, it was only for him.
and that
The
was
mask,
whose idea? His idea or you ladies' idea? Did y'all
to come up
agree?
with the mask.
No, I'm just saying to
To
agree
only
that
be
this is
him?
only for you.
I mean, we didn't have
We-
to agree. We already knew.
we just already knew, like,
Okay.
we just had this like loyalty, like,
it was just
you know
the
what?
loyalty line, like like shit. We came and we originated the shit with you.
And we like,
Yeah.
it just didn't feel right to be like, okay, we dancing for them with the mask, but we Shoota Girls, and he really the shooter, and he
Right.
known in the city, in the Midwest, to be Tra V The Shoota.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everybody know he shoot music. He got a lot of
Credentials is
high.
high.
This
Yeah.
nigga got a lot of credentials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was.
All right, cool.
what it
So
was.
we there. Okay, so now we there. We on the stage. We're actually competing for Summer Jam. So I was a fan in that audience as well. So I was there, right? I was there.
You seen us?
I seen y'all. So I seen y'all, right? So this is my first time seeing him perform as well. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I think if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that was the same stage that Dre Walton was on, and that may have been
Yes.
why I was there, right? Because
Yes,
he
it
was competing as well.
I know Dre.
Yeah. So the competition was there. You know, I'm actually now I'm not too proud to beg or say
What?
that I actually left that audience with Tra V's Air Force One that night, right? But so he took the shoes off, but what I did with the shoe was took it to the homeless people downtown.
That
was
is
so
so
yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, you
good.
just throwing a
Yes.
pair of shoes away, right? So,
Yes.
Believe that was like
so I was
that.
like, I hope nobody has this on camera, but now I'm like, fuck it. I fucking
Right.
gave Tra V the shoe.
My
the shoes
nigga
to a
gave
homeless
somebody
person.
the shoes.
Yeah, that's
That was
right,
blessing.
yeah.
He told
so-
us that when he told us, we was like, we love you. Like,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so anyway, so I was there in the audience and I saw you ladies perform. Okay, so that's that point in your life. We are now the Shoota Girls. We wear ski masks,
Right.
and this is what we doing.
Right.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and then what?
So that day,
Mm-hmm.
after we were competing, we met an artist
Okay,
in the crowd. Her
Okay.
name is Big Indo.
Okay.
This is Indo. So when she seen us, she instantly clinged to us like, oh my God, y'all so
Took a
raw.
picture.
Like, she got the Chanel pendant on.
And was
so
like,
she want to take a picture
she's like, I
with
got the
us.
Chanel.
yeah, I saw that photo.
Yeah, so she want to take a picture with us. So we like, okay, we take a picture.
So this was your first time ever meeting
our
her.
first
This my first time ever meeting.
This
her.
my
and,
first
and
time.
even though the
No.
person is your best friend, it's
Yeah,
your first
this my
time
first
meeting
time
her.
ever meeting
Okay,
her.
okay.
So my best friend like, yeah, you know, Indo. Da, da, da. So we take a picture with her. Boom. After that, she decides she wants to book us. Okay.
Okay. And do you have management at the time? At
No,
all?
we
No.
still working.
We still working
Yeah.
on that.
Okay, so this day, this
Free
conversation.
agents. We still
We-
we amongst each other what we want to do. You
Okay.
know?
Okay.
So we decide we're gonna do the show with her.
Okay.
Mind you, when she tell us she wants us to do the show, we had a conversation with her. We said, look, we're gonna do the show, but we're not gonna wear our ski masks, you know, because this is Tra
She
V.
wanted to wear
She
the ski
wanted us to
mask.
wear it.
Okay.
But we like, no, you know, because we do that with Tra V, we'll wear bandanas, you know, switch it up a little bit, you know.
Okay.
So boom, we do the show. We even told Trey we were gonna do it. Trey was fine that we were gonna do it. You know, we did tell him we was gonna wear the bandanas. He was
Okay.
fine with it. So then we do the performance.
Why did you feel you needed to confirm with Tra V?
Just because
She was already wearing a mask.
But why?
Yeah.
But I'm saying she said that she talked to Tra V about that before.
because
so
we
I'm
were
trying to figure
giving
out
Trey
why.
V a heads up, you know, that we thought in our mind that he thought that we were going to, because he knew we met her that day.
Okay.
We figured that he thought that we were going to wear the ski mask, so we were just being transparent, because that's
Okay.
just how we are.
Okay.
You know, we're just being transparent, because mind you, Tra V is just not a new artist that we just up and met. I've been knowing Tra V since I was like Shaker days. Like
Okay.
we knew him from a long time ago, so I already had history with him. Not really so much Aisha, but me and Stacia had history with him. You knew Tra V too?
I've been knowing Tra V
Oh shit.
before he had locks. He was my
Okay,
he
well, I'm
was my
tripping.
cousin's
I think you
boyfriend.
told me this already.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been knowing him.
Yeah, so
for
we
a
all
long
like, it wasn't like, okay, yeah, it was a new artist, he just booked us. It's just that we hadn't seen him in a while. So when we all rekindled, you know, our relationship, we just, you know, as as us being like how we are, real down to earth, we just figured we would just tell him like, hey, because we figured he thought we were going to wear the mask.
Okay.
You know?
So, hey, we're going to go dance for this other
Yeah,
artist.
we like,
and I just
then
want to let
some
you know.
other artists is kind of like don't want to share their dancers. And we got a lot of that. Like, it was like, it was people that wanted to
But we didn't get it as much, though. We didn't get it as much just yet.
Not just yet, but I'm saying down the line. I'm just explaining to her down the line. Some people really actually don't even want they dance. They feel like we just under them. That's find you some other dancers.
Right.
Okay.
Our books open, though.
Okay.
Without the ski mask, our books open to dance for other artists.
But see, we've learned that down the line, though.
Okay.
But see, back then, we just being transparent as, you know, individuals like we are. And
as
we
his
just,
artists.
Yeah,
as
we
his
just
artists.
telling Trey, like, what we about to do.
You saying as his artist, did you feel like you had an obligation to him to kind of?
I feel like I was obligated. Yes, I feel like he was obligated to know when it came to the ski mask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it was more so the ski mask, not that we're dancing.
No,
for
no,
somebody
no.
else,
It
but
was
hey,
the ski mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, more so
More
like
for the ski mask.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you hit him up and you say, hey, boom, 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 and he's like, all right,
cool with
cool. So we're not wearing ski masks, but we're gonna wear bandanas, right? Okay.
So then, somewhere down the line, once we did the show, I guess Tra V had did a photo shoot or something. Oh no, what did he have on? Oh no, the performance that we wore. Remember when we had the Chanel mask on? He had on a bubble coat. He had on.
Now this one we was blind, girl.
I'm
not even gonna lie to you. I was blind.
Yeah, we wasn't paying.
I think I know where you about to go.
Yeah,
right. Let's hold on to that though.
Okay.
I think I know where you finna go.
Yes,
Okay. I think I know where you about to go with that. So let's not go there yet. Let's talk
Okay.
about. I'm more so concerned, like more so interested in your transition, right? Okay. So
so the
you met this, and I know where we want to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right. So basically, all right. Let me try to get this to where it need to go. So basically, your dance. So you were dancing. We talked about your history, where you come from, and now you are actually on the scene again. And being rebranded. So now you're the Shoota Girls. You know, you got this idea collaboratively. Y'all came together with this idea to wear the ski mask and this boom. Because you guys were on stage and y'all was popping, somebody said, hey, would y'all be interested in being my dancer?
Right.
And y'all like, okay, yeah, cool.
Right.
Hey, bro, like, you know, we about to dance for this girl, but we're not going to wear the ski mask.
Yes, for sure.
Because we knew that when we met her, you don't understand how obsessed she was with us. You don't understand. It was like, she want to take 1,000 pictures.
Y'all was talented and y'all looked good. It was a fucking great idea.
So we felt like we didn't have no choice because it was like,
and mind you, when we wore the bandana, we wore the bandana on our leg.
Yeah, we didn't.
Remember, we wore the bandana on her leg, but when we took the picture with her, we did take a picture with her with the bandana over her face.
So this is the first performance with this artist.
That was the very first, but she had a ski mask.
She wore the ski mask.
Did you get me doing that? Get me doing this.
Okay. Yeah, she knew that we said we wasn't doing that, so
she knew we did not want to wear that ski mask with her, and she know why. She know why.
She knew why.
So when we performed with that bandana,
is this a Z1179 performance that you guys did that first performance with the
we
bandanas?
did a Wolf thing.
Yeah,
it was the Wolf thing. Saying it was
White Out.
White
Out, Lil Baby, Gunna.
Yeah, exactly.
I was there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did. So you did.
Yeah.
She said I was there.
I was there and I was there.
Yeah,
okay, so bandana, I'm everywhere.
We took the picture with the bandana, but we didn't perform with the bandana on.
Okay, let's talk. So, and that's because of loyalty. You guys felt like this is somebody else's image.
We
want to keep this
Shoota Girls with him.
We started it with him. You know, we can't.
So did you ladies have a name change yet when you did that first performance?
No, because we didn't really build a bond with her just yet.
Okay, so you didn't. So you still the Shoota Girls. You just Shoota Girls without a mask.
No.
We the Shoota Girls with Tra V.
We was just dancing.
We just dance. Our books just open. We just regular dancers.
Because we did other shows.
Outside of Shoota Girls, we were just regular dancers.
We did a show
with no name. You just shine.
Yeah. We got other bookings. Like we even danced for an R&B artist. What was her name? What was that girl name? Silk. What was her name?
I think her name was Poison.
Like we was getting booked for other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we
so it was like, but we never caught us.
Because nobody really knew who y'all was with the mask on anyway.
No.
Unless you guys posted a picture on your social media and stuff like that. So it was kind of like the mask dancers in a sense. Okay, so I'm with you on that. So then boom. Okay, so we're gonna dance with you. We don't want to wear a mask. We're gonna wear a bandana. We're not gonna put it on our face. We're gonna keep that for him. But then she come with the mask. You're like, okay.
Yeah, she put it on, and we was like, what the fuck?
So y'all took the picture. So did y'all have a conversation with her about it?
No, because we didn't even see all the ins and outs, but we did all discuss like why she got on the mask.
And I'm like, see.
So then I think down the line, that's when Trey told us like, man, she got on the ski mask, she got
Jordan
on the
ones with the.
I'm like, she got on the bubble coat. We like, oh my god, like she do got on everything.
But this was like down the line. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, because
so how many more performances did you ladies do with her? With
we actually danced for her for a while.
Yeah, we did a couple more. I can't even really say exactly what all ones we did, but
we did like small shows. She was booked at like at Courtyard.
So now you're her official dancers. Can we say that? Yes or no?
No.
So she has a performance.
That's what we were.
Right.
So still no name change.
Right, but look, so this
yes, the name has changed.
When did the name change?
The name changed when I don't really want to talk about it. It's just Tra V had a lot going on.
Yeah, Tra V had a lot. So we were supposed to go to LA and we booked our tickets and we were supposed to do a video with Trey in LA. Something had happened. We still went out there, but we ended up not meeting up with him because it was a life-changing situation for him. So down the line, he stopped doing music. His whole life shifted.
So is this while you were dancing for her?
Yeah, we were still.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were still dancing for her, but it wasn't
it wasn't. We had only did that one show.
Yeah, we wasn't connected with her like this.
So one show with her, and then now you have another performance to do out of state.
Yeah, with Trey
as the Shoota Girls in LA. You get out there, something tragic happened. You ladies,
he went back to Cleveland from LA. He was just, and then after that, he just completely stopped.
Okay, so now you ladies are pretty much just like now what?
So then boom, Trey. I think that down the line, he ended up telling us, like, look, y'all y'all do what y'all want to do,
He wasn't mad about it or nothing like that.
We was concerned about him, like, once the whole, change for him leaving
we was still,
we was like, what the, and then we found out what happened. It was like, okay, boom, we had to rekindle our thoughts, like, okay, so what should we do, we're just gonna give him his time, but down the line, once he did his own, it was like, okay, well, what should we do? We still, want to do the image. So he was like, y'all run with it. Y'all do what y'all want. Y'all started it. Y'all did it. It's yours. So boom. After that,
I came up with the name.
We started dancing completely for Indo.
Why did you change the name?
Because I want to run. That's like, now that's stealing.
Yeah, we couldn't
like when we Shoota Girls with under Trey. Big Indo or everybody else. It's like it didn't feel like right. It felt like
we couldn't be Shoota Girls.
Did you have the conversation with him about that to see if he was okay with it? I mean, he told y'all to go with it, right?
Yeah, but we didn't have to because
it's just something that me personally I would have been uncomfortable with.
Right.
Because I wanted to be Shoota Girl with him.
Right.
I don't want.
That's just like with Indo. If Indo called us Big Indo Girls and then we go dance with somebody else, we still gonna be Big Indo Girls.
Unless if it's like, okay, we got contracts here, okay, and we under a contract, like now we getting our bookings. You got to go through her to book us. Like, okay, you want my Big Indo Girls? Okay, you got to go through me.
Right.
And if it was like that, okay, but so just take somebody's name and then go be under other people.
I mean, because we based our name off of him.
Yeah, so we based our name off of him. And the image was really actually supposed to be for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's where it gets a little tricky for me, right?
Okay.
This big sis talking, okay? Yeah. This big sis, right?
Let's go big sis.
So I'm wondering, you're not okay with taking his name that you all created, but you're okay with taking the image that you all created. Why is one okay and not the other?
Because I feel like I
want both of your opinions. Okay, if you don't agree, just say.
Okay, so because we actually brought it to life. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like, okay, he asked like, okay, I want y'all to wear a mask. I want y'all to look like this and because the whole so it's the mask. The image is we invented the image for the mask, but we actually.
How do you claim invention if you said you got it from this picture?
No, we got the mask. The invention is the look for the mask. The mask. We never created a mask. The mask probably was created before I was born.
Everybody
wears a
right.
ski mask.
Yeah, everybody wears it.
But we created the exotic wear, the image for the mask. But I feel comfortable in prolonging it, like with the image, with the mask, is because we the one who actually acknowledged it. Like, let's wear the mask. Like he didn't think about like, y'all, okay. Wear the mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wear the Chucks, because that's the image for it. The Chuck Taylors, the leotard, the exotic wear with the mask.
Okay.
Right. We brought it to his attention. Like, let's wear a mask. We could be your Shoota Girls.
So I'm just sit on this really quick, just so because it's meat, right, to the situation. Sure. Okay, so he moved on, did his thing. Like you said, he was just in a place that you didn't know what was going to come out of it. And of course, as artistic individuals, we're not just going to sit here and not make no money, not continue working on our brand. So we decided to continue to go on. So you thought the mask was just such a dope idea we're gonna do this mask now. Because I remember at one point you said you did not want to do this with other people because it belonged to him, right? So the name, the mask, right? Yeah. So then at some point in your journey, you said, okay, let's change our name so we won't be disrespecting him.
And he already gave us we was acknowledged to be like, okay, it's okay with the mask. Because at first we wasn't even going to even use the mask. Yeah, we weren't even going to even prolong the mask
until he said okay.
Yeah, because we was we used to have debates. No.
Yeah, we did.
We're not doing it no if it ain't.
We used to be arguing and everything.
So it was,
I know.
So then one day you just was like, all right, y'all, let's just do it.
I mean, because it was like, he said he was cool with it, and I felt like as long as we've been knowing him, when he say he cool with something, he mean it. I mean, he ain't playing around with it.
So did he ever say you can go with the mask, just don't use the name?
No,
he never said that.
He never said that.
I mean, I just think it's just,
we just decided to change our name.
I just feel like my truth to stuff is just like, I'm not going to take your name.
Right.
I'm just not going to take your name. Like, it's just weird.
You don't think that would have helped with Brandon at all?
I feel like it happened with Brandon. I think
his brand overall.
That's what we were one. That was the whole thing of Shoota Girl. The Shoota Girls was never on. See, we don't only dance, we model, we act, we entertain, we try to inspire. So when we were under Tra V, the whole thing was to even brand him and the whole label. Even if he not standing there,
right.
Yeah, so we wanted to do acting things with it.
Right. Did you see the cover? You seen the cover?
We became cartoon characters.
Yeah, you seen
the game. So it was like
it was so cute.
So it was on like a next level. Now we thinking further just than
dance. We want to be cartoon characters. We want to be like the Jabberwockers. We want to be the only dancers in the world
and Jabberwockers
that wear the mask all the time.
Right.
You got dancers that go on stage, they perform with the mask on here and there. But no, we want to be those dancers that always do it.
Okay.
That's
like
our
Jabberwockies. They always you never see nobody walking around in that white mask like Jabber. They own that.
With a bucket hat.
Okay.
They trained
That's
that.
theirs.
That's theirs,
So that's how we want it to be. We know that it's people in the world that wear the ski mask. That's not what we saying. We're saying that we want to be the originators of people and characters and models that wear this all the time.
And we don't get our credit for it.
Okay.
So that's where that led up into.
Okay. So I'm changing the name because I don't want him to feel no type of way about us using his name.
Right.
So we didn't have a conversation with him or whatever. Just collectively, eventually you ladies was like, all right, let's roll.
Yes.
Let's change our name.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so now you are the Hitta Girls and you are dancing for this artist, correct?
Yes.
And other artists.
Okay. So at that time, when you changed your name, were you dancing with other artists?
Yeah, I think around that time we did a video with Aki.
Yeah, we had the mask on. We didn't dance with the mask, but he wanted us to act with it.
Okay.
So it was like a lot of visuals. Like we don't only get booked just for dancing. They like the actual just image, like we were acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did something with Lambo.
Yeah, we
shout out to Lambo.
Yeah,
without the mask.
With the mask.
No,
with the mask. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we all had the same particular
that's
outfit.
when it started going
left.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about the left. So it's like now we're dancing for other people because you haven't told me that you started using the mask with her yet. When did you all decide to use the mask with her?
Oh,
when did we start using the mask? What show was we started using the mask with her? I can't even remember. What was it? The third show? I cannot even remember.
No, I just know we started wearing.
We started wearing her and we started wearing.
Why did y'all start wearing the mask with her?
Cause now we Hitta Girls. Now we branding just the image. Now we branding our trademark.
Okay, so even though you, like you said in the beginning, you was like, I don't think this is a good idea.
But the thing is look, when we actually started wearing it with her, we had a conversation with her.
Okay, let's talk about the conversation.
We already knew how eager she was for us to wear it, so we had a conversation. It was actually before we came in here.
Okay.
We was on our way in here.
So this is so what's
the conversation?
So this is the
tell the truth.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't give a fuck. So look, me.
Yeah.
I'm taking accountable. Yeah. I'm taking it. I did wanted to use it with her. Mm-hmm. I wanted the image to be with her. I'm like, yeah, forget it. We ended
up building a bond with her so much to where she was like, we had a conversation on our way up here. She was like,
we had it twice.
Yeah, she was like, well, we can just use the mask with you. And then she was like, oh my God, I love that. And then
she's like,
I'm like,
no.
I'm like, no, we're not
free agents.
So then.
And that's when Stacia came in. And that's when Stacia was like, okay, Do she feel like this image is hers? How is y'all bond with her to where is she thinking the image is hers? And then that's where Reverend like, well, Aisha was trying to.
Yeah, I'm like, Aisha. So then we called her on the phone after we left from here. We all agreed as a group.
We like, no, we ain't gonna give it to her.
Yeah,
we just gonna think about us.
Yes,
and brand the Hitta Gurlz name and be open for artists who want to book us.
Okay,
right.
We had that conversation with her.
Say, hey, we're going to dance for you whenever you want us to dance for you, but keep in mind, we're open agents.
Yes.
We want to dance for other people.
Exactly. And she knew it.
And
she said, okay.
Because talked 3 times.
Why 3?
Because
she kept feeling like that it was hers.
Because she kept saying little stuff. Like,
it wasn't like, she ain't say like, she ain't start saying it was hers until we actually all got into it. So, but the way that her emotions was about it was when we bought those outfits and wore for Lambo, she like, why y'all wearing a mask? I said, because we can wear the mask. The mask image is not yours, Indo. It's just not. We're not finna do that. And I made a post on Instagram and said, Hitta Gurlz are open to book with artists around the city. You know what I'm saying? Remember I made that post? Mm-hmm. She seen the post. She ain't never say nothing about the post, but we kept reminding her that this image wasn't hers, and we reminded her by doing other people's bookings with the image.
Yeah, she knew that.
But it started getting a big thing. I'm not gonna say I ain't gonna say the artist's name because I know they don't want their name in the messy stuff. But she done added a couple of artists like, you trying to steal our dancers?
Yeah, she would be sarcastic.
And then the artists would call like, what's up with this? And I'm like, we were gonna have a talk with her, and we had a talk with her.
Yeah, every time we have to
cannot do that
because now the artists are like, wait, is this something I don't know that y'all didn't tell me? Like,
so that's why the artists is not want to book with us because now they just thinking it's yours.
Yeah, but we had multiple talks with her about
I feel like it's more personal. If you ask me, I feel like it's more a personal thing right now she got going on. Because
it didn't just get hot. It been hot.
But right. Now it went a tower moment. It just went a tower moment where like, okay,
all disrespect,
it crashed
all
down.
Respect was just
so it's like, okay, so let's bring it in a bit. So basically you're now dancing with other people. You made a decision to go ahead and go with the mask. Like I said, you pay homage to Tra where it started, but now you like, okay, we got the okay from him to go ahead and do our thing. So he's okay with us dancing with other people, but now you get with this new artist who's not okay with you dancing with other people, but you like, hey, look, you got to be okay with this because we're doing this regardless. Yeah. You know what I mean? And what would have made y'all like strictly say, hey,
for her,
we gonna dance for you and you only?
If we would have got the respect that we deserve.
It goes personal.
For one, I lost all respect from her because she involved my son with a situation.
Okay.
So the respect was there at first.
Okay.
But then she completely threw me off when my son got involved.
Okay.
So we did a show with her out in
the award show.
The Ohio Hip Hop Award Show.
Okay.
Mind you, the bond was still there with all of us, I told her so this is another thing too, was that we was dancing for other artists, but we told her like, if it's a day that we can't do a show, we don't care if you get other dancers.
I got receipts on it. I got a whole group message. So guess what happened?
She was supposed to do the Ohio Hip Hop Awards. She had got 2 dancers.
Why? Because you ladies weren't available?
We weren't available.
Do you feel obligated to be available as someone's dancers?
No, because I work and I got other things going on. I'm a mom, Okay. So it's like, if we can't do a show,
you can get other dancers, but you cannot get other dancers in a mask because they are not us. That's that.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second, right? Because I'm a manager. Okay, so now I'm in manager mode. I got an artist, and you ladies are her dancers or his dancers. Mm-hmm. I need you for a show. Are we not under contract or something?
We not under contract.
So you ladies never signed a contract to say, hey,
no agreement, no contract,
available.
No paperwork, no
like
nothing.
when you creating these images, you know what I mean? It's very important to try to stick to your core team. All right, you want people to know you in and out. You want to have people that you could depend on. And even as the ladies, as the dancers, if you know that this artist is going on the road, you don't want her to book nobody else, right? Because this is your paycheck. Y'all been working hard to get to this point, right? So I don't call me and see if I'm available first before you just go hire some new dancers. If I've been thugging with you for 2 years now. What's the word I want to say? I'm kind of lost right now because, like I said, now I'm in manager mode. So I'm basically imagining being her manager, and we got a show, and you ladies are not fucking available. And I gave you 2 weeks in advance notice.
No, she won't give us 2 weeks.
See, this is what I'm saying. me, I go deep. Like, so tell me to be quiet when y'all need me to be quiet, because in order for her to understand, you gotta be like, honestly, this is my perspective. When we that show, when she went to go she had to get other dancers. Let's just be honest. You didn't want to do the show. She wasn't paying for real. So it was like this. Okay, so we wanted new shoes. Indo, she bought 3 outfits out of the 2.5 years we danced for her.
Okay. So you basically investing in yourself.
So we invest in ourselves. That's what I'm saying. So we invest in ourselves.
But the loyalty's still there. We're trying.
But this is the thing. Raven, that day, Raven already said, like, I ain't going on that stage without no new shoes. She got at least buy, like.
Y'all told her that?
Before that went like that, me and her had a conversation, because this is our brand. This is our, like, yeah, we your dancer, but we ain't under no contract. We ain't on no agreement, no nothing. So it's like, she like, sis, I mean, you know, we buying our outfits. I got a kid. I got bills. She can't add. We've been doing shows for free. Shows she was getting paid for. They wasn't even telling us though.
She was hiding it from us.
She was hiding it.
I'm listening. Go ahead, Ben.
So my thing is, that's when it came like, if she ain't gonna buy the shoes, she's like, I'm not going.
So that's where the disrespect came in, because it's like, now people that you working with is telling us that you getting paid, and we there on some loyalty shit. But you getting paid, you didn't pay us though.
Did you all ever have an agreement, conversation about being paid or how much you want to charge for?
We done had so many conversations about that.
That's the thing. We would talk about the mask. We would talk about. I had to have a conversation with her daddy. This is how far
we had meetings. We had meetings about it.
I've been a professional dancer. I got paid for everything I do. Okay. If I got to sit here and have a conversation with your dad, I don't care about doing this show. It's not that serious.
Okay.
We don't care about doing it. We just not gonna do it. But if you want to pay us and you feel like you're gonna buy our outfits, and sometimes we would even get to the point where we'll compromise and say, hey, buy us our outfits. You don't have to pay us. At least make us look good. Like, come on, it's just getting out of hand. Because it's like, now she got 3 kids. I got my son. Single moms.
We calling off work. And I mean,
she want me to call
and
off
I'm
work
not
for
gonna
the show.
say like,
and
I'm not no hater. I'm gonna be all the way honest. It was never that it wasn't worth it, because everything, every business offer, it doesn't always involve money. It can be, okay, let's do a business, a fair, even
give and take.
Yeah. So you do this show for me, we give you promotion.
Right.
So we had to promote this is reality here. Some people really have to promote before they be broke in their pockets. Like, your brand be really from zero. And when you get the promotion you need, you put the work in for your brand, the money gonna come anyway. So it wasn't even that. It was all about the money.
After a while, though.
After a while, it's like,
now it's like,
so down that first year, we like, okay.
We at the Hip Hop Awards. You know what I'm saying? My sister, she like, okay, we gonna do this.
The girls that she booked.
Mind you, the girls, they dipped out on it.
They said they weren't doing it.
We did it last minute for her. We just was like, all right, we just gonna do it.
Yeah. So wait.
So then we decided that we were gonna do a photo shoot for us, for Hitta Gurlz. So my sister flew from Atlanta. We all got together. Mind you, we already had a dispute with Indo about my son and all that and everything. So, we decided, like, we just gonna do a photo shoot for us to try to brand us individually, But Indo felt like we were
Remember
trying.
that Atlanta trip too. That was the Atlanta trip. So all that lotto stuff happened.
Right.
I guess people was reaching out to her father. I was in the studio, so he was getting emails and stuff about wanting to interview her about the lotto. So they was making plans to go to Atlanta. She got booked for a show in Atlanta. She never once said that she was going to use.
She never told us that we were going.
She never said so, and I kept asking like, so is we going or not? Is we going? But I didn't ever press the issue, because if we was going, she'd let us know if we was going. So that's when Stacia flew in. We like, man, look, this is what we was gonna do. We finna do a photo shoot.
Is it because she's not taking you with her that day?
It wasn't about that. It was me, Raven, Meek, and Indo. We was all on the phone, because Meek had ended up being her manager at one point in time, and he told her father, like, the dancers is not getting paid. So she feels some type of way about me going to the, but this is her manager though. So he just saying like, if he say if these gonna be your dancers, they need to start getting paid. You got paid for the Vezo show. That was the payment, that second payment that she ever paid us when we did the Vezo show. She didn't even know that we already was getting told. That's the reason why you even gave us the money, because you was told to give us the money. You wasn't gonna give us the money.
Okay, so you got paid for 2 out of 10
She
shows.
thinking that you saying that the reason why we did our photo shoot is because she didn't take us to Atlanta.
No, that wasn't.
Not, yeah.
That wasn't. We just
this
booked
is
that for
actually
Hitta
this
Gurlz.
is actually what happened when me and Indo fell out about my son. I had already, made my judgment on the situation. I had said, look, I ain't really fucking with Indo. I should kind of the next show that we supposed to do, she kind of forced me to do it. I kind of gave up on Indo after a while, but she was like, sis, we gonna do it or whatever. It's just business, So I was like, okay, whatever, we gonna do it. So this is what show did we do after that?
That was the Whiteout.
Okay, so we did the Whiteout.
That was the last show that we had.
So then
This is the one in Mayfield, correct?
Yeah, that was Vezo.
Did you dance for two performances that night or just one?
No, we just did one.
Okay.
I really didn't want to do.
But it was for her.
But I was literally doing it.
Opened up for Vezo.
I was doing it because of my sister.
Okay. So
I did force her to do it.
Okay,
So
okay.
but I already had, so boom.
You made your mind up like, I don't want to dance with her anymore.
She already said she wasn't.
So then once the lotto stuff happened, she was really the one that was on the phone with Indo trying to figure out everything that was going on. I seen what was happening, but it was like, I'm just sitting back, because I don't really care all like that, but it was still crazy that it happened the way it happened. So then when she told us that she was going to Atlanta, she ain't never tell me that we were supposed to go. She ain't never say nothing.
Y'all really haven't been talking.
I haven't really been talking to her, but I know if she would have told us, she would have told my sister, and my sister would have told me.
Right.
So the fact that we didn't go, it seemed like she was mad or something. I don't know. It was like she was mad because we didn't, come up and be like, yeah, come on, we going.
That was Park Social.
Huh?
We didn't go to Park Social.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that it was business mixed with personal by us being at her events outside of Hitta, like when she had radio stations and all that, we would be there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Without it having to be with business with dancing. Mm-hmm. So she is already programmed, since that was the type of relationship we had with her. Mm-hmm. It's already programmed for us. She feel like we should already be. Mm-hmm. She don't have to let us know.
Do y'all have a calendar synced, or is it something like letting y'all know when,
she
where?
She would just text us.
It'd come up.
But I knew I wasn't going to Park Social.
I wasn't going, and I didn't go.
So she like, hey, I got a show at Park Social. Did she tell y'all?
She told me like I got a. She told
her.
She asked me. She said Park Social paying me such and such.
Okay, so told
she
you
like I'm going. She like, do you think I'm going? I said, what are they providing you? Mm-hmm. She told me that I guess it was like a section or something like that. I'm like, I mean, go. But she asked me for her. She didn't ask like, y'all like,
yeah,
I think we should do, y'all come. No, like, it's just like we had got to a point, it was tired. You getting paid for stuff. You want us to show up with you, but you're not paying us. So I kept it business. She asked me, should she do it? I said, yeah, go ahead and do it. It was, if she would have asked us the Hitta Gurlz one, then that's when I would have been like, well, yeah, you got to pay.
And then so it was like that photo shoot that we did, we already had booked that photo shoot before the lotto stuff had happened. Okay. So, but it was just a coincidence that we all
everything just happened.
It was like we already had booked it with the dude, so it seemed like once the beef already started happening, she thought we was trying to be funny, but no, we already had
it was already in the making.
We already had booked this photo
So when you
shoot.
say be funny, you mean she felt like maybe y'all was just like we about to go do our own thing.
That's what she started.
That's what it looked like.
And I understand that because she don't.
But see, that's the thing is that once we did the photo shoot, we did a reel for her at the photo shoot because we didn't know that this is what she's thinking in her mind. So we did a reel for her and somebody else.
We did a reel for her and we did a reel for Egg Roll. Mm-hmm. He's an artist out of Cleveland.
Yeah. And so it was like once all this little sneak this and all this stuff started happening, we like, what is she talking about?
Then she put it on social media. That's another thing.
So she didn't communicate with y'all. She just ran straight to the social media. Not even knowing that y'all created a reel for her.
Didn't even know.
Okay.
Didn't even know. You sneak this and you posting like all this sneak. You don't think people watch? You got all these followers.
Because that's the thing. When we get into it with her,
we don't go to social media.
When we was dancing for her, we never go on social media. She took it to the extreme when she started doing that.
And that's when I ain't turned back to her. I don't. Once our beef get on, you got so many. We gonna look like a whole fake group. You let people know the inside what's going on. Mm-hmm. You dogging us. Everybody know that you sneak dissing. Everybody know who you talking to. Cause then you start having auditions for dancers, and that's cool. And
did y'all have before she did the audition? Did y'all have a conversation? Hey, we not dancing for you no more, or hey, I don't want y'all to dance with me no more.
We was never gonna stop dancing for her. That
she knew I didn't want to.
She didn't. I didn't know.
I knew I didn't want to.
I didn't mind still dancing for her afterwards. I was gonna keep it business because I see it was too personal.
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot of confusion because it's too personal.
No, she.
I feel like it's
when
personal.
we did the Vezo one and when we did the Vivica, me and Indo was already having a dispute, and I already had told her that I was cool. But remember, you had called me and you was talking to me like, sis, we just gonna do it.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to do it by myself. And if my sister says she don't want to do something by herself, she really want to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
It ain't about Indo at this point. It's about my sister. I don't care about all that. You know. She already knew I didn't want to dance for her. So this is the thing is that when that whole stuff happened with the photo shoot and I seen her posting, I felt bad. And I even reached out to Indo like, girl, we're going to call you in a minute. We doing a photo shoot. Like, you tripping about nothing right now. Right. Like, you posting and stuff. I was like, we're going to call you.
Mm-hmm. She communicated. I never did for the simple. I didn't even know what to say at this point because you didn't want to dance for her no more. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to just tell her how Raven feel. Raven got to tell her.
She already knew though.
But it's like I didn't want to be involved, so that's the thing. Like how everything happened, it do for her perspective. It looked like that's what we was being funny and we up because she was like they just up and stopped talking to us. I did stop talking to her. I didn't know what to say at this point.
All right.
I knew I was gonna keep it as business. I didn't still mind dancing for her. It's just that we was gonna our books was gonna be open for other people. She didn't want that. She wanted us mask for her. That's the whole thing.
All right, so that brings us to recent today, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's like she's fighting against the industry about people stealing her ideas, and then y'all like, wait, sis, but you stole ours.
That's exactly what it comes.
So that's what we at now. All right, yeah. So
she a hypocrite.
Yes,
we gonna bring it in.
Let's bring it all in.
So we gonna bring it in. All right, y'all. So like I said, the horns, right? All right, so all right.
He like.
Look, I'm like, all right, okay. Yeah. Look, let me bring it home. All right, so the facts are on the table. This is the Hitta Gurlz now. I do honestly, from my point of view. Okay, we're gonna talk about my point of view. I might do that.
Yeah, I want to hear y'all point of view.
To the show. So let me add that to the show.
Yes,
okay.
Point of view.
So from my point of view, like I said, as big sis. Mm-hmm. Okay, even from the beginning, I feel that it's somewhat contradictory on you ladies' behalf, right? We talking about before now. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I kind of touched on it a little bit just because, like I said, I know another perspective of it, right?
Right.
So when you're branding, right? When you're talking about business branding, like you said, you don't have anybody representing you all, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? You just pretty much out here freestyling. Like you said, you have some industry experience working for the Cavs and stuff like that. Your brand is all you have. That's all you got. So anything you say, anything you wear, whatever you do, wherever you do it at, it is a part of your brand. Okay? Yeah. So what I do not want you to do is put yourself in a situation where you fuck up your brand. Okay?
Period.
So whether you're dancing for fucking Salty Santana, whether you're hold on, we don't get to that. Sis. Whether you dancing for local artists, your brand is your brand, and you must protect it at all costs.
Thank you.
Okay?
And we didn't do that because we lit.
We have a mama, Miss Taylor. Her name is her name. That's her brand. She gonna go dance for Chris Brown.
Oh,
she gonna go dance
with Taylor.
Yeah.
Her brand is protected at all costs.
Right. And let's be honest, sis. Just tell them
what.
How was I feeling? What I always said about Hitta Gurlz. We need what? Protection.
Yeah, you did say that.
I always said this. We need paperwork. We need to protect it. That's when we got to doing the LLC and all that, you know, and always protect it. I always had this feeling that this was going to happen,
right?
Because now we just free. We got the image, we got the dance moves,
but honestly,
but we needed
it was a learning experience because
there's nothing wrong with learning, but I'm just saying.
This is the thing is that
we need a protection.
When you build a bond with somebody, you doing business. When you build a bond, you don't think in your mind that they're gonna. You don't think in your mind that they're gonna fuck you over.
It wasn't even that. I always thought
welcome
it as
to the entertainment industry.
Right. I always looked at it. I didn't even look at it as like, okay, only that she was gonna, or whoever was gonna mess us over. I was looking at it as a business, just period. That's what we need. Yeah. Like I have a clothing line. It has an LLC. It has a trademark. It's copywritten.
Okay.
You know?
So you know
so
about
people
it. So
can look it up. Because guess what people do? They can know when your stuff is not in the system. All they gotta do is look it up. Yeah. You can look up on Hitta Gurlz right now and know it's LLC.
Right.
EIN number, all of that.
Right.
You know? Okay. So I always, it just wasn't even about protecting ourselves from the industry. It was protecting us because this is our brand. Yeah. This is our business.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I always felt like that.
All right, so you know about it. So that's the legal part of it, right? But I'm saying even to the public, you know.
To the public, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very important. So like I said, I want you ladies to realize that everything you say on social media can be pulled back up, right? Yes. And I get it. You feel that you need to defend yourself, right? I'm a type of person, this is my slogan, hush just work, right? So basically, this is just, I let my results talk. I don't got to tell you shit. I don't got to remind you of shit or none of that. Pump my ads and you're going to see me. Pull up correct and you're going to see me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like down the line, like now you're here. Like now you're battling to protect yourself, your image, your branding and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, people from a distance, they don't know. If you're not here telling your story, people don't know. Right. So when you don't always get these platforms to be able to tell your story. No. So just be extremely freaking careful on how you defend yourself and who you defend yourself to, okay? Because like I said, from the beginning, how I see it is that the idea was stirred up. Like you said, ski mask has always been out, right? I actually like the entire image from the ski mask with the money guns. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that was a statement. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We're here and we're here to stay. So honestly, and if he's not here to say how he feels about this, but I feel that he would have been completely okay with y'all running with that.
With his name?
I do. Okay. And the reason why I feel that way is because not only would that have given you a brand, but have also helped him with his overall brand. Like you said, it's about dancers, it's about models, it's about artists. You ladies can go off and dance for whoever. You know what I'm saying? Even under his wing, because he has people that he's connected to, easily say, hey, you want to hire the Shoota Girls? You want to hire the Shoota Girls?
That's what my whole perspective was with it. That's when we were Shoota Girls, that's how I felt. Yeah. I felt that we were protected under him because he have a team. He have a team. Right. But I really I respect that you say that because I did think of it that way, but I also thought of a way as like, okay, he was in this, you know, he had this journey he had going on, and he really wasn't communicating, which was already understanding, but we knew it was a heavy tote then. So it was like right now, like I can only assume because it ain't no communication. Right. Yeah. And I'm reaching out, and you not because I know you.
But right eventually, he got back to us. But
so it took back. But it's like right then, would have that been a good idea to do when he? Because right now, when you in a situation like that, you don't know how a person thinks.
Yeah, you gonna feel like anybody. So you know, like so we didn't want him to think we was like not on his side.
And I get where you get it because you like okay, but. You got the mask. You took the mask.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you took the mask, but not the name.
So he can actually, and like I said, I feel like territorially, like people you will run into this a lot. Okay,
right?
Yes. Every next level you go to is going to be like that. You don't think that, I don't really want to say too many. You don't think that industry people want to have a core team, right? They want their team that they know that's going to show up on time. They know that's dope. They know that. You know what I'm saying? They already know the routines pretty much. They know how we get down. I don't want to keep introducing people into my personal life. I don't want to keep introducing people to, you know what I'm saying, what we got going on, the good, the bad, because you got some inside scoop on these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're in the wagon with them. You're on the road with them, so you know their ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you really can expose a person at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, just bringing it in. So that's one thing I think that he would have been perfectly okay with that, because I do think that I know that
it would have
he too feels away. All right, he feels away. You know what I'm saying? I actually invited him here to the show today, but he's
my dog at?
I invited him to the show today,
Okay,
but he didn't come. Obviously, he didn't
You
come.
know how Trey is not about to come.
No, like he was really this close to coming. Like I'm surprised I don't even have a message saying I'm outside. But just more so about just the brand. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying. His goal is to build an empire. Okay.
Right.
And financially, we all know he can be stable enough to catapult, someone's career. He has the relationships. He has the things like that. So, have a conversation with him.
All right, we already been talking to him.
Yeah, like
let's
revert back to.
I ain't biting the hand that's why I say, hey, he put us on.
But see, we keep it real, so we always gonna come real. That's why I was like, even with Indo, like we just want her to keep it real, be a real nigga. Like, come on, tell
but everybody.
Now she know how it. She that's how what she still in the shade room. I just want her to know that. I just want her to apologize. I want her to.
Okay, how do you think we feel?
How do you think we feel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like.
So do you think an apology will solve this problem?
No, I think if she stopped using it, it'll solve the problem.
I feel like
so y'all want to so
because look, this is what we wanted for real. We even tried to compromise with this girl, right? So at first, she had him wear the ski mask the first time. So me and Aisha was like, all right, we're gonna change ours
the
up.
first time, that's when she came with the ski mask, and I said, wow.
I know, but I'm saying we tried to compromise and change our mask to the circle one with the mouth closed. Guess what she did? She had them wear the same one next. So it was like you couldn't even compromise to try to leave some of the stuff that we trying to do. We trying to transition away from
the girls in the leotards.
She wears our
all
leotard.
that. Like,
It was like she couldn't even switch it up a little bit for you to at least be in a category by yourself. You kept wearing everything that we wear. It don't make sense. It was like now I felt like you like being a bully for real.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's how I feel. I feel like now it's more of a now. I don't even think she even realized, like, you don't even probably even want the image. You just want to be, you bullying. You trying to bully. You. It's more of a tit for tat, like, who going to win this situation.
Do you think she's bigger than you?
No.
I don't feel like she's bigger than me.
What?
I feel like
artistically.
No,
artistically?
Hell no.
I mean, on the scene, like, just like, is she in a higher
She
position?
do have a higher following.
No,
she do.
Fuck that following.
No, what I'm saying is this. Your following makes a big thing when you're branding.
You're right.
So my thing is this.
But at the same time,
like if you go on her page now, she still got us on there. She even got Hitta Gurlz on there. But now all of a sudden you want big Indo girls.
So isn't that like enough to just show the receipts?
I feel like it's enough to show the receipts, but I just still feel like that people it's just
because the industry are using masks now. From the rappers to the dancers.
Right. Now more, because it's being a trend, but just like the situation.
What's up?
That's after Lotto. Now you and her got this thing going on. Just my perspective of it is now Lotto is being funny towards you.
They was going back
she don't need none of what you got. But since you want to sit up here and make it a big, you broadcasted this girl like she stole your song. Now she's being sarcastic to you, like I'm about to fuck with her.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to use her dancers.
Lotto never had her dancers wear masks.
Never had her dancers wear masks.
All of a sudden,
now they got leotards on BET with the mask. Now we like, oh my God, Lotto got it. I don't even know that it's dragging us, but she trying to be sarcastic to Indo.
This shit got out of hand.
Then it gets spicier.
So do y'all truly in your heart?
Oh, sorry.
So you truly believe in your heart that these ladies that are on the mainstream stage has gotten this idea from her?
Because look, this
I
is
feel like
the thing.
Lotto's team.
But look though, this is the thing, right? Anybody can originate the mask, okay? Anybody can go on stage and say, yeah, we're going to have these dance. But why hasn't anybody done it? We can talk about the what ifs all day.
And we're not even talking about, we're talking about the ski mask.
I'm just saying, like, okay, dancers wear the mask. Okay, whatever. But like Lotto, you look on her Instagram or whatever, her platform, she's never had dancers for any of her shows with a mask on.
Yeah.
Never. Why all of a sudden once you start beefing with Indo, you start doing it?
She ain't had the mask on with some with a full bodysuit. She had a mask on with the leotards, with the tennis shoes.
But it's the thing. If anybody can create it, why haven't people started doing it? That's what I just be trying to realize. Like, if anybody can do it, why hasn't somebody?
I always say this: the mask has always been invented. We invented the image for the mass, our own trend.
As dancers.
We made it a brand. We made it a business. We made it an ongoing thing.
There's no dancers in the world. There's no dancers in the world that wear masks.
Nobody has made it a trend.
Up until 2022.
Nobody has made it a trend to make it a business.
No.
And have
All right. Hold that. So this is the opportunity.
This is the thing.
This is what I want y'all to realize, okay? Because like I said, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? I stand 10 toes down for the independent artist.
Yes.
For the independent
artist.
like
sis.
10 toes down for the independent artist, you know?
Both.
But I am literally at the door of the mainstream. I'm industry. I've been there. I've been around. I've been on stages. So I've been there.
How you know my sister?
Look, so I've been there, right?
Yes.
So you really can fuck yourself over by doing what this individual is doing, okay? Because
Who?
the individual that we were all discussing tonight,
Okay.
And
because you can really fuck up an opportunity, right? And like I said, like somebody just mentioned team, okay? When you on the mainstream stage like that, people are going to come to you with ideas. As an artist, you don't have time to sit there and say, "Hey, where did you get that idea from?"
I say that all the time.
What city did you go
I
to
agree.
get that?
I agree with that.
I don't know. So we're blaming.
I don't feel like she know.
Right.
I don't feel like
here
she
is
know.
an opportunity. Listen, here's an opportunity for the Hitta Girls to let the world know we did it first.
That's what we trying to do.
I don't want to fight y'all.
I
want to be on the stage with y'all.
Leave us alone. No,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I want to be on the stage with y'all, and you're talented individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So that's the part that I need y'all to own in.
We did Summer Jam. Her dressing room was right next to Saucy Santana's. Before Saucy came in, this was before the performance.
Outside, never inside.
We walk out. We had our mask on. His team and they was right there. Y'all look dope.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We go on stage. We perform. Saucy standing right there. When we coming down the, everybody know when you coming down the stage
after we perform,
at the Rock and Morgan, the stairs is directly straight down. He's standing in front of the stage with his dancers, his arms crossed. He looking.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our mask on.
The dude that we was talking to,
they all like, y'all
did
good.
Us like y'all was wrong.
Y'all was good. VMA Awards, he got 2 dancers with masks on. But what you say?
Yeah.
Credit. Why you come like?
Yeah.
Can I holler at y'all?
But it's the thing too is that boom.
Why you can't just book us, man?
But this is the thing I was saying was that
book us though.
But it's the thing, like
but everybody will say because his platform is big, he got this followers, he got this money.
Right.
They ain't got no reason to steal. Don't believe that. Underground people always get stuff stolen, and they've been doing it since before social media been going on.
Right. And this the
We don't
thing
get
too
credit
was
for
that
real.
like we said, anybody can wear the mask, but this is the thing, Saucy, you got so much talent. If you could have had the mask on before you met us, why you didn't do it? They have to see us to
somebody had to see the image, that image, to even use it. So now you on VMAs with the 3 holes.
They got the same one we got on.
But theirs was just black.
He
all on VMAs with 2 dancers. He didn't have 4 or 5 dancers. He put 2 dancers. Right. He saw 2 dancers.
And this the thing is that people was DMing me like, well, they ain't had no mask on. He ain't had no mask on a Summer Jam.
So why he doing it now?
Yeah, so I get it, right?
I'm just
so
like,
I'm not in your shoes, okay? Yeah. But I get it, right? I get it. Like it's like boom, boom, boom.
It's just
you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting slapped in the face.
You an artist too. You know, you an artist.
So I'm getting slapped around, and it's just like, oh, I just want some credit. All right. Okay. So my first advice is this: get some representation. All right. You know, I'm not saying sign to the next person that asks you to sign with them, but let's talk about some of y'all goals and what y'all trying to do. Get with that individual, check their stats and see what they're able to do. You know what I'm saying? We all know the famous choreographers. You know, they need dancers all the fucking time.
I know.
What we've been learning is that we have to keep personal out of business.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We can't, because once you start being personal and being friends and going out, they're going to feel like you are a part of their team.
Yeah, that was a learning
without even, because actions speak louder than words, right? So if you showing a person like, oh, I got your back, and all, and we friends outside of the Hitta Girls, and we doing this, that person naturally going to be rubbed wrong if you're doing that with other people. It's just like because they feel like you a part of their team.
But it's also only because it's a small family, right? We're local. It's small. It's intimate. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you all obviously are familiar with the top choreographers and dancers in the industry because it's pretty simple to figure out who's doing what. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like we used Taylor for an example. You know what I'm saying? Her brand is her brand. She's on stage with 20 plus other people.
Right.
You know, every time she hit the stage, but her brand is her brand.
Right.
So the focus needs to be on your brand. You don't have to say shit because your brand is going to speak for you. When they book you, they're going to understand that this is your image. This is how you're doing it. This is what you do, no matter who you're doing it for, right? And then also on the flip side of all of this, if we're not inspiring people, what the fuck are we here for?
When we become legends, we want to pass it down to the youth. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. That's the plan.
So
it's to inspire, you know? Like I dance to get.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I want somebody to beat me for Halloween. I mean,
I'm thinking Marvel.
Yeah,
Tra I want a cartoon character.
I want to be in the movie. Yeah,
like it's bigger. And I feel like we looking at it more on the emotional side. Because it's like, damn, we can't even get up off the ground. We ain't got no team. Everybody else that's taking it has a team.
We be working our hand, though. We be networking.
And that was the other side to it I was going to say, right?
We network.
You hit these stages, right, with these major artists.
Oh, we network.
So even though you came off stage and the artist himself, because, you know, artists have to be Hollywood. That's
right. And that's okay.
And this is what
we're not learning. Tangible. I don't want you to talk to me. Go talk to my management. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that you have to take advantage of every freaking opportunity.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that's why
was dope. Hey, right. I would love to get your contact information.
And I have it.
You know what I'm saying? And we would be interested in dancing with you. So now when you see them hit the stage, like, hey, you know, I saw your boy did what he did. I would love for y'all to book us for the next one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I spoke with him.
Yeah.
Cause one of my friends DM me was like, you don't look at us like that. They used it because it was dope. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, yeah, but I know that they used it because it's dope. That's why they used it. But it just like it still was nerve wracking because it's like, dang, because
everything that's going on.
We trying to get to what he doing. I just like, dang, why you ain't asked us to do it? If you think it was, I just feel like people don't give enough credit. They would take your thing. And this is known. A lot of people come to Cleveland, they steal.
Right. And that's why even the situation with Indo and Lotto, like, we ain't hating on Indo talking about, oh no, she didn't steal it. If she feel like that, then most likely it's probably true. I don't got nothing against that. But don't try to make it seem like, because we speaking about ours, we ain't feeling the same way you feel it. It's not adding up. Like, we feel the same way.
So, and that's the thing, right? So like I said, as a creator, you have a right to feel.
Right. That's what I was saying. You know I feel like it was more of a feeling.
You can feel. Like, there's nothing. You're human.
Right.
Somebody stole something out your house. You feel a way about that, and that's perfectly fine.
And it was definitely out of our house.
Yeah, you know what I mean. and that's perfectly fine. You know what I mean. But in this industry, right? You snooze, you fucking lose. Period. Point blank.
And I think that's
producers
why we fighting so hard for this.
Producers send beats out all the time, and if they're a smart producer, they're gonna send demos out.
That's what people was saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a producer, I got writers in the studio with me. I got singers and I got rappers. So when we shoot out this demo to XY industry exec, I want y'all to already hear the tempo or the sound or the idea I had on this record. They sent that to Rihanna, to this person, to that person, et cetera, et cetera. So it can happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be very, very careful when you fighting that. You know what I'm saying? Because you really, truly don't know where it came from. Even with the images, like, you don't know. It could have been me. I could have been a part of her team and saw y'all, and I went, but y'all attacking her.
And I say
you know what I'm saying?
I say that.
You're attacking him. Even though y'all say he saw y'all, but a lot of times these artists don't make those decisions.
Exactly, and that's probably.
You know
and you're right. He probably didn't even. Even though I know for a fact.
I mean, we took a picture with him.
We got a video with him.
Yeah, we took a picture with him.
Yeah,
we got a
video. So just use that. Don't even. I don't got to argue with nobody about nothing. I'm about to upload this photo, and then at the same time, I'm going to say I inspired this. Look, y'all. That's ammo in itself. I don't got to say nothing. I don't have to say nothing.
It's the way that things has to be done.
We should have did that.
You know what I'm saying?
We learn it though.
No, I know. And that's why I want y'all to come here, right? Because a lot of people in this city are quick to compete.
Right.
Right? It's to compete. We can't afford to be competing with each other.
And that's how I feel. I don't like bullying. I never been into stuff like that. But you're not gonna bully us.
Yeah.
But I respect that you got to do it a certain way.
Yeah, no, for real.
Because it could, you know, it could tarnish it.
And like
but
I said,
I still feel like even with Indo, if she's saying she's not trying to bully, but you post like we ain't never post something. She posting her close friends, but you know how all this stuff. Like
so personally, we gonna deal with that, right? That shit is just gonna come with it. I'm not speaking on anybody individually. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? About the brand. Like I got the DMs. Look.
Right.
So unfortunately, I had to tap in. And like I said, this platform isn't to be messy.
Right.
It's about to lift the rug up and to fucking learn from it and figure out what the fuck, how we're gonna move forward.
Right.
How we gonna win with this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about winning.
I'm telling you, the goal there is like it's the routes. It's
like I gotta fight you to win.
Yes.
I don't want to fight you to win. I want my work to speak for me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So so you're not respecting my work. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Management, what's up? You see what's going on? You got the proper team in place and manage. Like I said, y'all by yourself, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? But from a professional perspective, we wouldn't have did it that way. Right. You know what we would have did? I would have reached out to such and such who choreographed that step and shot them a DM or shot them an email and said, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 girls from the city. They working hard. We would love for you to include them in your next performance.
Right.
This is their image. This is how they look. We started this shit back in such and such, such and such. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because the industry gonna kick our ass every time. They got more money. They got more power. They got more awareness.
What I say?
We can't beat them. We can't beat them.
No, you
they
can't.
got
so you really down at the bottom just fucking picking at ankles and
right,
shit.
Yeah.
You can't win like that.
You can't.
So you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So I was excited to bring y'all on the show. I think I'm probably over. Okay. So
I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy someone acknowledging us because it took us long to get to this.
Yeah,
right?
and so that's the thing is like, you know, you are allowed to address situations. In this industry, they say you can't wear your heart on your sleeve, right? Mm-hmm. I've been a victim to that, right? I'm very vocal when somebody tries to fuck me over, but I'm not doing it on social media.
Right.
We at dinner, we talking about this. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't like what you're saying to me, all right, cool, we're done. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But you're not about to stop this movement. I got to move. I'm a movement by myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Together we're a force, but with or without you,
right.
That's why I asked you, do you feel like she's at a higher level to you that you can't even get up there? I don't feel that way.
I don't feel like I feel like her following. That's it.
There's so many ways to get a following. Mm-hmm. Show up and show out every fucking trip.
Right.
It's so easy to get followers nowadays. It is. All you have to do is invest a couple $100 on a blog site.
That's the only thing I feel like that's up on. That's the only thing that's
But see, we want our followers to be legit though. That's why we ain't.
But I'm saying
we want our followers to be legit.
Just like your recent post that you put up. We're gonna bring it home with this one. But just like your recent post you put up, y'all in y'all gear, y'all just rocking out in a fucking photo booth.
Right.
Established 2000 and whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. Simple. Run the ad. Okay. We're dancers. Y'all beautiful women. Y'all talented women. And everybody, y'all image is raw. Obviously, the industry is raw. That don't mean you gotta stop. Right. You know what I'm saying? You just keep doing your thing.
And we was at that point in time. We was like devastated. We like, they gonna drag
Where's some
it.
of that old footage at? You know what I'm saying? Bring some of
we
that
got
up.
it.
We got it.
Like we've been doing this.
Aaron got
been doing this.
Yeah, we've been doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like
Aaron
you don't have certain people you just don't even have to even try to fight. Like your work gonna speak for itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I realize the commitment that you ladies have with people. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't feel this person or what they got going on, like you said, you still gonna support your sister and do this for your sister because y'all got a goal.
And she know I'm like that with her too.
You got a goal that y'all working towards. You know what I'm saying? And if it makes sense to do it, you're gonna go do it.
Right.
But everybody in the city wants y'all to dance for them.
I know.
And that's why
it's
our
been
books
like
open.
that. I know it's been like that too. And it's like it's hard. Like we can't just have loyalty with one person. It's like shit. It's an even give and take. We do business with people. We want it to be smooth.
You know. And then what I also feel is that it's time to start recruiting.
Right.
Yeah. We need people that believe in us. It's like.
But even I'm talking about. You got booked for 2 shows, same date, same time. Y'all can't be in 2 places at the same time.
Right.
We need more girls.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually you're going to get to a point where people are going to respect what you do. They're going to respect who you, they're going to know you. People ask me to manage them just because of my connections. Right. They think I could just change their life.
That's the thing too is that they ain't like sometimes I be wanting people to just like, I don't know if you can feel our energy, but like I be feeling like I be wanting respect because of like the energy that I bring to the table. Like sometimes like I know, but I'm just saying though, like, but that's the correct. But then see when people become up there, you know, like famous, when they be doing their thing and have all these connections, they don't even be the person for real that they really are for real. That's why you gotta, like, I can't really explain it. It's like it's be hard. Like I be wanting to give people loyalty who I'm messing with, like right now, like who we dealing with, like Tra V. We gave Tra V that loyalty because like we starting from down, so it's like when we get up top, shit, it's off the ground. Like we have no if or ands about how we gonna be with you.
Right.
But it's like when you go into the industry trying to deal with somebody, you know, like say if we was to dance for like Saucy, and then like he eventually, even if we had paperwork, he was eventually be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just chalk y'all, you know, and we done gave all of our loyalty. It's like
baby, if you want to be in this industry,
I think it's about
prepare
business. Prepare
yourself to be destroyed.
Yes.
right.
That's and
Sherry say that all the time.
Yeah.
But
that's how I feel like the
You
industry
have to,
is.
yeah.
I feel like it has to be about business.
I mean, it's like I
With
said,
your
naturally.
like I'm saying, that's what
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Naturally.
we always said this, like if somebody wanted to sign us just to be under them, they gotta be worth it.
Artists aren't touring all the time. Artists aren't, you know what I mean? It's more so like confidentiality. Okay, so it's like I think it will become a time where, like I said, if going on a Chris Brown tour, you're under contract.
Yes, because you have to be, because you have to do
there.
these
Yeah, of
ceremonies.
course.
You
But
agree
once that's over,
right.
that's over.
it's over.
Right.
So there will become situations where you have to only be able to dance with this person due to contract agreements.
I
But the
think that
paycheck,
a lot of them don't understand.
the contract will reflect that. Okay. The money will reflect that. You're going to be okay with it because you're actually getting paid. Your bills is taken care of. You're going to be okay with that. But now you feel like you're in survival mode and you cannot sign contract with anybody because nobody's paying you enough to want to sign a contract for strictly
That's what
them.
I was saying. That's what
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's all an entire learning experience.
I was
But
about to say, yeah, we've been doing better. Like we know a limitation.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm grateful for all of this is what's going on, because honestly, this ain't even probably half of what we would have to experience anyway in the industry.
Right.
It's like, you know, we got like a lot of experience. We've been around a lot of famous people. It's like I have learned a lot and seen a lot. Like, oh dang.
Yeah.
Like even like the bad that come with it, like the people say crazy stuff under the comments. You just be like, you just got to get ready for the critical. That's why I just be ready for the critical.
And I realize, to me, it seems like a nice balance with the two of you, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you're more of like, oh, just be nice to me and this and the 30. You like, now I'm ready for whatever. We about to go get this money and do this dance and then.
But see,
spike her up.
Right, but see, I've definitely learned too, you know, from experience, which we both learning. That whole relationship, like that, we got to cut that off. Like, that's why we've been doing better, because you know how we be like, oh my God, you know, and then we be like, you know, really like having love for these people, but then it always backlash on them.
And it's not, and I don't want you to change who you are.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm
that's
telling
why
you
we
that
need a team,
I don't
because
think
it's
that's a
like-
good thing. No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No,
is
it's
that,
okay to have a heart.
But I'm just saying, like, you go into the industry, right, and you be yourself. Some people take you as you are for a weakness. You really can't even go in there like that. You got to come straight.
Stern.
Like what? No.
Sometimes.
You know?
sometimes-
You have
But
to-
it's like,
you
it's
have
so
to pivot.
hard to
Yeah,
be
you got-
like
yeah,
that.
no,
You
you
that's
got-
what
you
I'm
gotta
saying.
go-
But you gotta be like that.
You have to pretty much have to seal yourself. See,
Exactly.
I have straight face. What is it called? Resting face syndrome. I have that shit, right?
Right.
But once I put my resume in front of you and tell you what I could do and check my stats,
Right.
you're not gonna turn me down. I'm just not one of them.
Right.
Hey, ha, 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 take advantage of me.
Period,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
So I have lost opportunities because of the type of person I am. But then I also have people who are searching for people like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
See,
that's
it
why I
goes both-
said
it goes
that's why I
both
said
ways.
balance is cool.
It's yeah.
It go
Like
both
you're gonna
ways.
be like, all right, I'm gonna come in with a smile on my face. I'm not saying you don't smile, but I'm saying on the back end, if some shit go down, you're gonna say it to her, and she's gonna be like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And I think that you
Right.
all ladies should just really just sit back and decide, like, what do you need, right? Your needs, your wants, you know what I'm saying? And then go into the situations. Like I said, every opportunity you won't get paid for, but every opportunity
And
you can
that's
walk
okay.
away with a check. If
Exactly,
you know what I mean.
and that's
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though I didn't dance for such and such, but this is the biggest artist in the city. I mean, not in the city, that's popping right now.
or the Midwest.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, who is your manager? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who do I need to introduce myself to? Y'all backstage with these people. You know what I'm saying?
And we know that now.
Yeah, like, so that's what I'm saying. Right. So just take advantage of every single opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, for this situation, now you feel like people, like I said, if people aren't stealing your ideas are weak as fuck. Period, point blank. Like, I inspire people. I don't say shit. I don't give a, you know what I be doing when I see people stealing an idea I had? I be sitting back like, I knew that shit was raw. I knew that idea was raw as fuck, right? And I also know that you are not me, right? Regardless if you're on a bigger stage or not, you're not me.
Right.
You ain't gonna do it like I was gonna do it. I don't care if you saw my blueprint. You not me. Become a bully in a sense, in a classy kind of way.
I would rather come a bully for my brand.
Yeah,
you can't bully me out my brand. How you gonna bully me out my brand?
And that's all I gotta do is just show people that this is mine. It was established in this, and this is when this. I don't give a fuck if y'all gotta shoot a reel at just cutting up all y'all videos that y'all did.
Right.
Enough said. Okay, we got some stuff coming. We gotta spend a couple.
Make sure y'all watch out.
Look, we got to spend a couple $100 on the shade room to put this up so the world can see it.
Right.
That's the biggest platform out here. Y'all don't gotta say shit. Send it to the shade room. Send them a couple dollars. They're gonna post you. Right. Say cheese. Send them a couple $100. They're gonna post it. I don't gotta say nothing. Then what's gonna end up happening from that blog is they gonna come tap in. But what you gotta do is be prepared for when they come to tap in.
That's what I say.
You know what I'm saying?
Be prepared for the critics and all, because all is gonna come. The good come with the bad. The bad come with the goods.
We're gonna be ready.
And so that's why I created this platform. All right.
Right.
I love
it. It's to show people what is going on behind the scenes. I like to hear people's side of the story. Okay. Some people are not going to enjoy this interview.
Right.
Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. Like I said, I don't give a shit.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? Because somebody has to speak up for the unheard, right?
Thank you.
For the unheard. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, like you said, look at you as just dancers, et cetera, but you work harder than the artist, and they need to see that.
Right.
And they're going to know that.
Appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Because hopefully this interview puts a battery in your back. You know what I mean? To acknowledge, first of all, your hard work and dedication. Right. But also give you some insight on how to move forward. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, God got you. Not no industry executive, whether it's the universe, whatever you believe in, there's a higher power that has your destiny. You know what I'm saying?
And
so there's nothing nobody can do for that. Only
right.
person that can mess that up is yourself.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So just stay focused on the end goal. I don't got time to be battling with such and such who just up the street.
Right.
I don't got time for that. Like I said, this is a Serious Mode podcast, and I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers with these interviews that I have coming up, but hopefully you enjoy this interview. I know it's a little bit longer than we anticipated, but these girls, like I said, they're super freaking talented. They are available for booking. Hopefully after this, they start focusing on management so the management can handle their books. The purpose of this podcast is just to showcase, just the hidden talent, also expose some of the rumors, some of the misunderstandings between the creatives in our city and across the world. We live to inspire, and hopefully these young ladies realize that their idea was a great idea, and that the world will continue to copy great ideas. The world will continue to be inspired by great ideas. Right. That is the purpose of why we do what we do. If you're not inspiring people, you're not really living for, your purpose. You're not living in your purpose.
Exactly.
So on that note, I want you ladies to shout out your Instagrams. We can start with you.
What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? I'm Shine with 2 I's. So at Shine_216.
And I'm Rayana 216, but my name's Raven, but yeah, so look me up.
Together you ladies are
Hitta Gurlz.
Hitta Gurlz. We hit the stage.
All right, y'all. So this is Serious Mode, and I'm closing out for another episode of the Serious Mode podcast. Make sure you follow us on all streaming platforms at the Serious Mode podcast. We are live on YouTube, thanks to T-Rex and the Nerve DJs. So you are welcome to check us out on all of your video streaming platforms as well. I'm very excited about this episode. And that's just that. We're going to go ahead and take a drink and close the show.